Hi everyone, in this lab session we'll be estimating the metabolic rate from observing the effects of temperature on the auricular beating of goldfish. For this lab we have a guppy, not a goldfish, so we'll be looking at the number of beats per minute to get an idea of how temperature changes are affecting its physiological functions such as heart rate and oxygen consumption. So within the range of temperatures that an organism can tolerate, the heart rate would increase in a fairly regular manner with increases in temperature. So after the procedure today, when you all plot your information, you should see a gradual increase of heart rate occurring over a range of temperatures from 20 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. So this increasing temperature, as it changes over time, looking at counting the number of auricular beats per minute, is going to give us an idea of the metabolic activity of the organism. This can be measured by calculating Q10. Q10 is a measure of the increase in physiological rate for every increase in temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. So in this experiment, we are measuring Q10 for the guppy by investigating the effects of temperature on the rate of its auricular beating. So as you can see with our apparatus today, we have a guppy in a beaker, and we're going to try to calculate the number of beats per minute by getting an average of the number of beats in every 15-second interval. And then you can use that value to calculate the beats per minute. So during the recording, at each temperature, you will see the video is provided for a minute. During that minute, you have to record the number of beats in 3 intervals of 15 seconds. And then those values will be used to calculate the number of beats per minute, and an average of those 3 values will be used to plot your data. The temperatures we're going to be looking at will be in 5 degrees Celsius intervals, and then you will use your values accordingly to calculate Q10. Q10 can be calculated using the formula that is listed in your lab handout. You will see the values are representative of the rate, while T is representing temperature. For our calculations, we'll be working with degrees Celsius. So in calculating the average Q10 for the goldfish, the Q10 temperature coefficient is a measure of the rate of change of a biological or chemical system as a consequence of increasing the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius intervals. It is very useful in studying cold-blooded organisms because it expresses the temperature dependence of a biological process. In this case, we are looking at metabolic rate. Q10 is a unitless quantity, as it's simply the factor by which the rate changes for every 10 degrees Celsius increase in body temperature. So in your charts, you will see your table. You're tabulating your data, and for each temperature value, you are taking note of, as best as possible, the number of beats in 15-second intervals. Remember, you all have to use that value to calculate the number of beats per minute, and that will be recorded in your table. You then calculate your mean using those 3 values and use that to find your Q10 value. So the first temperature we're going to be working with is 40 degrees Celsius. So you will see the video is being run for 1 minute. You have to try your best to note the number of auricular beats in 3 15-second intervals.